Women are the foundation of our industry, and Organo celebrates you. Please welcome Senior Director of New Business Development, Christelle Robert, and an esteemed panel of Organo leaders. With Emerald Consultant, Nicole Conradi, Sapphire Consultant, Carrie Ann McLean, Ruby Consultants, Carla Enriquez, Rumada Ahmed Rashid, and from Hungary, Marta Pozgai and Sylvia Blonsky. And Blue Diamond Consultant, Kelly Rakowski. Assisting Christelle is Edward Vargas, our Field Development Manager.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful time here with us. My name is Christelle Roberts, and I am in charge of business development here in Organo. And today I am hosting a woman panel with some wonderful leader women around the world. I want everybody to say hi to all of them. There is some women from all around the world, United States, Canada, South Africa, Mexico, and we're very, very excited, Hungary, my goodness, and we are very excited to have them with us. As you most likely know, women represent a good 70 to 80% of the industry, and we want to hear from them. We can all relate as women to their stories, to their growth, to their environment, and it's always so exciting to be able to just have a conversation. I think that nowadays communicate and having this community aspect is so important for our well-being. And I would like to speak with our first speaker today. Her name is Nicole Conradi, and she's coming from South Africa. Hi, Nicole. How are you today?
Hi, I'm good. And yourself?
I'm very good. Thank you for asking. Here is my first question for you. I would like to know, how did Organo impacted your life?
So I started with Organo about 2 years ago, and growing up, we were always told that corporate is the only way to go. That's the only thing you can do, and you build yourself from the ground up. It was like non-existent growing up. So I started, as my parents told me, go to corporate after you go to school, work your way up, but I never seemed to feel fulfilled. I changed numerous jobs in corporate, and it was still not my vibe. So I stumbled across Organo accidentally, and I found my passion without knowing it. I told myself when I started, I'm not going to be able to sell. I'm not going to be able to join people to my group. But what did I do? My first month, I sold over 20 boxes. I have a huge team under me now. And within 2 years, I got my Emerald. And it's all in your mindset. It's all in acknowledging your power that you actually have and thinking outside of the box. And being with Organo and joining Organo has taught me how to be a better version of myself. I've learned how to find my passion and talk to people and help people every single day. It is amazing what this company can do. And I've never felt a sense of family in a company before. Everybody helps each other. My team is 99% female-based. So it's amazing to see how people from all walks of life, some people are teachers, some are photographers, some come out of the medical field, and everybody comes together and works. If there are problems, they work it out together. We help each other. We have joy if people get their ranks at the end of the month. It is a different kind of excitement when you are helping others while you're helping yourself. It is so empowering having this community of people that are actually, that also never thought they would be able to sell, also never thought they would be able to do what they are doing now and helping people in the process. So that's my little story.
Absolutely. And I couldn't agree more with everything that you said, actually. I feel like, there is a way that we grew up and we kind of all heard the same thing. And then there is a way you find yourself and being happy with yourself. And kind of when you find it, you just want to share it. And I can feel how your energy, I can feel your energy when you're speaking. I can feel how happy you are. So thank you so much for sharing that part. And this community aspect, I think it's pretty much some things that I'm hearing from everybody around the globe. Let's see what Carrie Ann will have to say about this. Good morning, Carrie Ann. Welcome from Canada. How are you today?
Thank you. It's the best day ever because I'm living in the present. So I'm very thankful and grateful I'm here. and to be able to enjoy the cold weather, but also sunshine. So I'm good.
Oh, absolutely. So cold here in Canada. I mean, it's raining here in British Columbia, as always. I hope you're well. And I would like to know, tell us a little bit about you and let us know how did Organo impacted your life?
Well, Organo found me. It's actually 9 years ago. It wasn't the perfect timing according to me, what was going on in my world, but I always believe in divine timing. I don't believe in coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. That reason is supposed to serve us, right? So in this case, my aunt had just passed and we laid her to rest. 3 weeks later, someone invited me for a cup of mocha, which, keep in mind, I didn't drink coffee. And all I heard was this amazing testimony and story, and the presentation was botched. I go, okay. Before that, my husband and I made a pact that we were not going to join anything. That's it. And then it turned into this emotional thing for me because my aunt had just passed, and unfortunately, she had 2 terminal illnesses. And I said to myself, okay, if I couldn't help her, at least I can share and educate what this amazing herb could do to people that I'm going to meet. But that wasn't my mindset at the time. Mine was just to drink it and see, okay, maybe I might have my own testimony. 9 years ago, I became a customer. And for a few weeks, few months, I accidentally sold products. People come to my home, they want to buy products, sachets. I go, okay, maybe there's a business here. And that's how I started. My husband and I, Cornell McLean, and I decided to pursue this with just ignorance and fire. Not knowing what to do, never been to an event, and we sold in the first, I think, 3 weeks, we sold $900 worth of products. Now, did I know what I was doing? No, didn't know a thing. Didn't know how to present. I was like stuttering when I tried to do a presentation, so nervous, but I sold products. And for me, it was wow. From being my corporate world, now 18 years past, to doing this and not knowing anything, I just said, okay, I'm going to share and share and share. And that's how we started. And now 9 years later, I'm so thankful because I'm telling you, it impacted my life. Because I'll share this one story which I haven't told anyone as yet. My mother had a stroke in November and she's home now. She is bedbound. And if I did not have this company of Organo as an option for me, I would not be able to take care of her full time. So I'm just saying.
Okay, we're gonna try not to cry here.
I'm just saying that it's important that you keep your options open.
Yeah.
Corporate has its purpose. A job has its purpose. But when you're given an opportunity, even though you think it's not the right time, just get out of your comfort zone and do it. You just don't know what's going to happen a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years from now. How many lives you're going to impact. So I'm just saying. I need to cry, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm crying too. I think we're all going to cry here. Because I feel like, first of all, thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being open to be vulnerable and to share that story. Because I lost my mom. So
mothers are the best.
Yeah. So I can completely relate to having option in your life and being able to, count on something that can help your family, that can help your mind getting better.
Yes.
Because I do believe that there is nothing worse than losing your mom or a kid. And I think that it's really hard. So having option in your life, being able to have a community, being able to have friends around you, women that you can count on, is going to make a difference.
Yes.
Because around you, you're going to see people that have the same story. The mom has a stroke, the dad has a stroke, and they have been able to find a way to have an income coming. Because unfortunately, when you do have some things that did happen in your life continues. You still have to pay bills. You still have to take care of your family. You still have to take care of your friends. And having this option is changing your life and impacting your life. So thank you so much for sharing that part. And we will get back to you. Thank you so much, Carrie Ann. we're going to go to our next speaker. I would like to hear from Marta. Marta, how are you in Hungary right now?
Hi, everyone. I'm so excited. So I'm here 7 years ago. Before Organo, my parents told me, let's go to the university to get a great job. So I went. I have 2 degrees. And my first job was an assistant in a second car company. Only for 3 months. I got $350 in a month. And I thought, okay, it is my first job, it's okay. And then 3 months later, one of my classmates invited me for a coffee. And that time I realized, am I stupid to work for $350 in a month with 2 degrees? I have a lot of dreams. And I realized, when can I buy a nice house with pool? Or when can I buy a new Mercedes or go traveling to Bahamas or Bali? Never, never. I will never money, healthy, and time together. Never. And I started Organo because Organo is the best company to get 3 together. And I think my secret of my success is that I'm committed 100% to Organo. I always thinking positively and speaks positively about Organo. And to 2018, February, at Las Vegas in an Organo convention, I met my husband, and 1 year later, our wedding was at the same place in Las Vegas. And now I am a mom. We have 2 children, 3 years and 3 months. So I'm very grateful to Organo. So I am a mom, and how can I do the business as a mom? It is hard, but I think everybody has problem in the life, has a problem or 2 jobs and Organo. So it is a decision. I want to do Organo or not. And of course, I want to do because it can give me a balance because I am a mom. It is a very, very hard thing, you know, but I will be happy if I can be success as a businesswoman as well. I am healthy businesswoman. I can be stay at home with the children, and I can get money because I don't need to go to my husband. Please give me money to go to buy a diaper or a Christmas present. No, so I can be a balance with Organo. I love Organo. And when I started Organo, my big dream was I am a diamond because it means that like an Olympic winner. Big recognition, big money. So the big question, would you like to be a diamond? Because you can do it. It is a decision, plan, and do it. So thank you.
Thank you, Marta. I love your energy. You're always so happy and so hyped about everything. But I have to say, ladies, when we just think about everything that she said, Organo basically impacted her life in every single level. She was single, she got married, so she found a husband, she has 2 children, she has a business, and one of her dreams, 2 of her dreams actually, she's traveling a lot, and she became a diamond. So we can all understand all the excitement is coming about because everything changed in her life. So thank you, Marta, for sharing. We appreciate you. I would like now to have our next speaker from United States, Blue Diamond, Kelly Rakowski. How are you, Kelly?
I'm amazing, and thank you for having me on the women's panel.
We're very excited to have you because pretty much everybody in the world, everybody in the company know her husband, Dr. Robert Rakowski. But most of the people don't know that are not in her organization, at least, the huge impact and everything that Kelly is doing on the scene, not behind the scene, but actually both. But before we go into details, Kelly, can you please let us know, how did Organo impact into your life? I know you have several businesses and everything, so how did this come into play?
So we were introduced to Organo almost 9 years ago by our 18-year-old son. And it was at a time that we built several other businesses, so we were not looking for another business. And our plan was just to consume the products, share them with our patients. And it wasn't long till we experienced such incredible health benefits that, I mean, we knew in order to have a bigger impact on the world that it was time to start sharing them with the world. And that's what we did.
Yes, because our products have Ganoderma and they help support the immune system. So we definitely can understand that, you share the product with your patients, your friends, your customers. How did you, Kelly, have been able to navigate into this? As you mentioned, you have several businesses. Organo is a part-time opportunity. How did you manage, in an organization standpoint, 9 years ago? At the time, you didn't have grandchildren, but you did have 3 children. So how did you manage this as a mom and business owner?
Well, Organo gave us the opportunity to shift from working our other businesses so much because those businesses grow only when we work. And that was the difference with Organo. We were able to actually gain a little more time freedom and time to travel and spend with our grandkids. And it wasn't until we saw the outcome that we started focusing on the income, because the health benefits are like so amazing. And, we are in the health industry, but we could really only impact people to a certain degree if they came into our office or if we did a consult with them. But this allows us the opportunity to help so many more people around the world just by introducing something that they're already doing every day, but a healthier version of it.
Absolutely. And thank you so much for sharing that, because see, you can have businesses and still, most of the people don't know or understand that when you have several businesses, you have to work a lot. So yes, it's worth it, but you also want to enjoy it. And if I remember properly, when you had this partial income come in and everything, who is a great income for your family as well, you have been able to start travel a little bit more and enjoy time with your family a little bit more, which wasn't that easy being the owner of several businesses in the United States and having Dr. Bob always traveling. So I think, and if I'm not mistaken, everybody in the family is building. Your daughters, Jacob, yeah?
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay, that's wonderful. Thank you, Kelly, for sharing. I would like now to travel to Mexico, to Mrs. Carla. And in order to do that, we're going to welcome on the call Edward, that everybody knows, working in the field, manager of field development. Edward is going to help and translate for Carla. So Carla, welcome. Hi, Edward.
Hola, hola.
Hello.
The only male on this panel. How does that feel?
I'm blessed, actually, be surrounded by all these wonderful women and beautiful women.
Well, you better say something nice. I'm joking. I'm joking. But thanks to Edward for being here. Thank you for translating and doing much more. Edward has been working with us for this panel and working with Carla for many years. So, Carla, how did Organo impact your life?
Carla, ¿cómo Organo impactó su vida?
Hola, hola, ¿cómo están? Muy buenos días o muy buenas tardes. Contestar esta pregunta me llena de emoción.
Hi, how are you? I'm very proud to answer this question. And by the way, good morning or good afternoon, depending where are you connecting from.
Porque te quiero platicar que Organo verdaderamente cambió mi vida y es una magnífica bendición.
Because I want to share with you that Organo has changed my life and is an incredible blessing for me.
Todo empezó con una muestra de café que me llegó a uno de mis negocios tradicionales. Antes de Organo, yo tenía un salón de belleza, un lote de carros, daba clases de uñas y distribuía un producto para uñas.
Because before, I used to have a nail salon, a car. I used to sell a car too as well.
Y me presentan este maravilloso proyecto de Organo. Se me hizo sencillo pensar que el café todo el mundo lo consumía, pero más que todo yo buscaba algo. No sé si alguna vez tú has intencionado o buscado algo, decir, si hubiera algo más.
I was introduced to this project, and for me, it was easy because I thought everyone consumes product, right? But I don't know if it happened to you where you see something and then you want to see that vision of it.
Yo tengo 3 hijos. En aquel entonces, uno estaba en prepa, otro en secundaria, otro en primaria. No tenía tiempo y no pasaba tiempo con ellos por estar trabajando.
I have 3 sons, and one of them at that time was in primary school, another was in secondary school, and the other one was in university. I know it had happened to you if you have kids that you want to be with your kids and help them, but you have so much work and stuff to do that you don't have time.
Y hasta cierto punto yo sentía como nostalgia porque decía, se van a ir y yo no estoy pasando tiempo con ellos y no estoy ahí. Y la verdad es que llega Organo, en 6 meses empiezo a ganar mucho más aquí que con los negocios. Dejo los negocios y vivo un maravilloso sueño en casa con los hijos.
And I started feeling nostalgic because I was thinking, okay, I'm not spending that much time with them, and after actually 6 months after finding up Organo, I see and I felt the change, that I was able to spend more time with them and enjoy them more.
Entonces, dejo los negocios, empiezo a estar en casa, empezamos a hacer el negocio en familia y Organo me ha permitido viajar con ellos, tener calidad y cantidad de tiempo con ellos. Hoy por hoy ya no están en casa, ahora tengo un nieto que disfruto gracias a esta maravillosa oportunidad.
Slowly but surely, I started leaving kind of my other businesses behind and focusing more on Organo. And I was able to work from home and at the same time spending more time with my family, more time with my kids. And thanks to the company, I was able even to travel with them. So imagine.
Entonces, yo quiero decirte que verdaderamente Organo es una bendición para llevar a miles de familias, porque hoy tengo un equipo maravilloso, comprometido, creciendo, cumpliendo metas y sueños al igual que yo.
And I really want to say that Organo has been a blessing. Imagine I have a team now, a huge team now, and these people, they also have the same goal that I do, right? So I have been able to help a lot of people. Imagine that.
Entonces, Organo ha impactado mi vida, sí, impresionante, pero lo mejor de todo es como nosotros hemos podido impactar a más personas y lo que viene todavía es mucho mejor porque seguiremos y seguiremos impactando vidas a través de esta maravillosa oportunidad. Gracias.
So yes, Cristel, Organo has definitely impacted my life, but furthermore, for me is even more incredible that we have impacted all those people's lives just maybe through my team and all the things that we have done. And the big thing is also the people that we will be impacting in the future and the things that are coming and to come with Organo.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing that, Carla, because it's true that it's not only about your life being touched, but every single life of the women and men and people in your team that you are changing and impacting by sharing your story, sharing your tips, and bringing them into the business. So thank you very, very much. Edward, do you want to translate? Yeah.
Muchas gracias, Carla. Y definitivamente estamos esperando a ver todo lo que va a pasar en el futuro y también las personas que van a ser impactadas por su mensaje y por usted compartir con nosotros en este evento. Muchas gracias.
I would like now to travel back to Europe. We're going to Sylvia from Hungary. How are you, Sylvia?
I'm so scared for just English speak is not so good, but I'm very waiting this time.
You're going to do very well. I'm not worried about it. And if we're having any situation, we have Marta with you. So, you know, she has your back and you know that. Sylvia, can you please let us know how these Organo impacted your life?
Hi everyone, my name is Sylvia Blonsky from Hungary. I'm 47 years old. I have 2 children, 1 daughter and 1 son. I'm single mother. I started Organo 3.5 years ago. I worked before 27 years. I'm bartender. I work so hard because I worked in a week 5-6 days, 15 hours in the day. So I never stay home with children. I went home on dark weather and I could spend little time with my kids. I got tired because I'm 15 years ago divorced, and this time invited me a very good friend in the cafe, and I think in the cafe it's very good business, so I started working step by step, and it's very happy. And after I have more time stay at home, and after 8 months, it's finished in bartender, working just Organo, and we lots of traveling, the beautiful place with the children, because we won in Organo and Caribbean luxury boat, and Bahama, Costa Maya, Cozumel, Mexico, Dubai. So a lovely, lovely, lovely place. And I'm so grateful in Organo and to Hungarian Diamonds because I had credit almost 12 years, and I had a big plan to pay it, and last year, so I paid all my credit. So I'm very happy with my 2 children because I bought now new beautiful house with the children, and I bought a car for both my daughter and myself. Thank you.
Wow, you did a lot of things in a very small amount of time. Of course, we cannot do income claim, and we do understand that you work extremely hard in order for you to get all of those things. Thank you so much for sharing. This is so inspiring. So you went from working a lot, and missing a lot your children, to being able to spend time with them, even though they are older now. But it's even better because you can travel with them and hang out with them and create memories with them. And you have been able to pay your debt last year, which is huge because, you know, debts are hard for everybody. Everybody has debt. and being able to pay all of it, I can't imagine how that feels, how free you must feel. So thank you so much for sharing that, Sylvia. We appreciate you. Now I would like to go to South Africa, to Rumana. How are you, Rumana?
Hello, I'm well, thank you. And yourself?
I'm very well. I would love to hear, Rumana, how did Organo impacted your life? You came into the business really young as a student. How did that work?
I am 22 years old, and my journey started in 2018. And I got accepted to study through university. I am an audiologist in the making. I'm in my 4th year of study. And I got married in 2018, my 1st year of studying, 2 days before I had to go to university. So I had all this overflowing emotions. I was a student, I was newlywed, I was a new daughter-in-law. So things were all around me. And I didn't have that freedom and stability that I was always looking for. At university, you have to think of transport, you have to think of university fees, you have to think of textbooks, you have to think of food, and then to come home, you have a household to run, you have groceries, you have clothing, and all of it was a big eye-opener for me. And that's when I decided that I needed to start something, anything. And ever since then, I was looking for a normal kind of, as you would say, normal, because you in university, your mind is not to think, I have this free time, extra free time. I'm sitting on my cell phone, scrolling through Instagram, but yet you're thinking of getting a normal job. And I never thought of network marketing as something that I can make big. And I came across an opportunity in 2019, later on in the year, with a previous company, but it didn't work out as I thought it would. And a lot of people ask me, why do I mention the past? And there's only one reason. The past doesn't define you, but it defines you. And even though things don't work out back then, don't ever say no. And that's what I did. Organo came my way in May 2020. That's when I signed up, and I never looked back since. 3 months down the line, I achieved my Ruby promotion, and things have only flashed before my eyes. I'm proud to say, after a few months, I achieved everything that I've wanted. I achieved my freedom, stability, and independence. I have vision boards that I put up every year, and last year I was able to tick off or pull off, for that matter of fact, everything that I wanted. All my visions have come true last year, and this year I put a new vision board. So I have new dreams. Diamond is definitely one of them. And I know that the only way that I got here and that I'll get to the future is with my amazing team above me and alongside me. I'm super grateful for them. So they have really impacted my life in a way that I couldn't have imagined. I made friends, I made family, and at the end, we're always there for each other. We have people that even if they're knocked down by a simple obstacle, there's so many ladies or men around them to help them up, to help them achieve their goals. And I'm proud to say that the family that we have is impeccable. I'm proud to say that the products that we sell help our clients in such a way that they thank you. So you're not only changing your own life, but you're changing lives around the world. And it's something that you can do from anywhere in the world. And you have the world as your oyster, and it can't get better than that.
Well, I agree with absolutely everything that you say. I think that, it's so important, first of all, to not let the past define you. And even if you had a bad experience with whatever in the past, it doesn't mean that everything is wrong, and you should always keep trying, especially if you want to follow your good dream and grow. And thank you so much for sharing that, for sharing a part of your journey. And I can't wait to hear more from you. So thank you so much, Romana. We're going to stay in South Africa with Nicole. I have a question for you. I would like to know, 2020 has been a difficult year for everyone. And I would like to know, what did you learn that you're planning to implement this year to make sure that you grow as a person, that you grow your business, and that you can continue to impact the women around you?
Well, I think we can all agree that 2020 did not just push us out of our comfort zone. It actually just shoved us outside our comfort zone. And that pushed us to learn more about ourselves, learn more of what your strengths are and what your weaknesses are. So basically, 2020 helped me to pinpoint where I can go right, where I can go wrong. 2020 I think it changed everybody's lives. And it showed me that I can actually do what I put my mind to. It showed me that I can actually help people step out of their comfort zone. So what I've achieved in 2020 was absolutely amazing, but I would like to share that knowledge with other people so that they can also get to the next step. So passing on the knowledge and training them and helping them understand the business and the products and the opportunity. And a lot of people think that, okay, it's a quick money you can make. It's a get rich quick thing. But the actual thing is, it's hard work. If you're not into hard work, then I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. But if you are willing to put in the hours, if you are willing to be coachable and listen and step outside of your comfort zone, you will absolutely fly in this business. So taking that little seed and working along the other leaders who I have in my team, like Romana and like all the other rubies and sapphires and emeralds in my team. It is amazing how people can pull together in such a crisis situation and just blow your mind. I thought that I could never do what I did, and reaching my ruby and my emerald in the same year was absolutely blew my mind. And seeing other people rise up from the ashes like a phoenix, it's absolutely amazing. So for me, what I want to do in 2021 is pass on my knowledge, help people to get where I am and higher. I'm not ashamed to say that I don't mind people going past my rank. I had 2 people hit emerald in my team before me, and that just reflects on how strong the team is and how motivated they are. And I'm absolutely proud of every single one in my team and outside of my team. It's just pulling together, creating that unity and a community where you can feel free to share knowledge, because sometimes it just takes people to hear it from someone else to get that light bulb moment. That's why I can give you training, I can share my situation with you every day for the whole year, but then you hear it from another leader's perspective, and that flicks the switch and you are flying. So that's same as at school. You just take someone to give it to you from a different angle to help you fly through where you want to be. And motivation, sharing skills, sharing the opportunity, and making it happen. It's hard work, but you can do it.
Thank you so much for sharing, Nicole. I think that everyone in the world would have one thing in common that on what you mentioned is 2020 push us. It doesn't matter how, where, but we all learn something about ourselves, about our community, about how strong we are. And as you mentioned, you just need to take the decision and do the hard work. So thank you so much for sharing, Nicole. We appreciate you. Carrie-Anne, what did you learn in 2020 that you're planning to implement this year?
First of all, I thank you again for asking me that question, because some things came to my mind that, like, have that aha moment. For me, it was, of course, taking stock of where I'm at, doing some self-reflection. I know we're at a time of, social distance, but I think it's great that we can connect and reconnect with individuals. I'm so thankful for being on this panel. But what I learned as well is that I realized the years that I basically invested in myself through Organo, in the 9 years, had come to a tipping point. a breakthrough point in 2020. So I had to decide, was I going to stay in a job mentality, which I worked for 18 years, or shift fully into a business mindset, and also to help our existing team transition into a bigger team that can impact more. And I say that because for me, stepping out of my comfort zone was social media. I challenged myself last year, June, to do one video every day, and I haven't stopped. So I started this self-care thing for myself, and I just brought people along, sharing what I consume, what my journey was, mindset-wise, and then I had people asking me questions offline. So for me, that was pushing myself out of the comfort zone so I could be an example for my team, because you can't tell people what to do if you're not doing it yourself. And so for me, I believe Romana it was who said that she spoke about her past and people ask why. Well, it's good because you can reflect on the past and the process you're going through, or gone through, and then you can realize, okay, here's where I'm at, and whatever you're seeking will find you. As long as you put yourself out of that comfort zone, which I challenge myself every day to do one thing that's going to push me out of my comfort zone. And what was that? Social media. What is that? Calling people just to say and connect and say hi, because I'm not a phone person, so to speak. And then in that conversation, I start talking about, asking them how they're doing, how's the job situation, explain my transition from my corporate world to this, because I was actually downsized at the time. And that's how we started a conversation. That was way out of my comfort zone. And I believe, Crystal, you mentioned one time on our world stage, be okay to be vulnerable. And I decided to take your word to the heart. And I decided to share my heart. And that's how I learned. So 2021 is just implementing all of that, putting myself out of the comfort zone, and knowing that we all have the ability to grow, to share, and to learn, because we can impact lives that way. Once I decided I'm going to share it more, share information more through our vehicle of Organo, share the genius of this Ganoderma, share and impact lives that way, then I'm taking myself out of the equation. Because I thought about, how would I feel if I were to share something with someone, or someone was to share something with me, how would I approach them? So these are things that 2020 allowed me to think about and to implement through social media, through face-to-face, talking a video like this, and to be able to stretch myself more. And that has allowed me now to be more impactful with myself, my husband, my team, and our customers.
Wow, thank you so much for sharing. It is so true that it starts with self first. We can't expect to do anything if we're not okay with ourselves. We can't expect to help our team, to help husband, children, community, or do anything if we're not okay inside. And I feel like this is the ongoing work. You always try to get better. You always try to do better for yourself first, and then you can help and support the people around you. And to challenge yourself on a daily basis to be able to grow, that's huge. Being able every day to take a decision to put yourself uncomfortable in order for you to grow, because growth is not comfortable. Being vulnerable is not comfortable. So thank you so much for sharing that. And I think that that's a tip that we can definitely carry on our personal life and in our business life and in everyday life. So thank you so much, Carrie-Ann. We appreciate you.
Sure, thank you.
Marta, can you please let us know what did you learn in 2020 that you're going to implement this year?
Yes, of course. We realize again that we are in the best company. Why? Because nobody wants to miss the coffee. Everybody drink coffee at home. Everybody wants to be healthier in this time. And a lot of people go to bed and things that please God, when I wake up, give me a nice opportunity to change my life. And Organo can give us. And before, in Hungary, nothing is so far. So I was in a CGM every day in the different towns. But now we had to change it and learn the the Zoom, and we make every day a Zoom opportunity, a woman, special to women, and we make every Sunday a diamond opportunity, and it is a very good balance. It is very funny because I am a cute and woman and a mom, a diamond, and Sylvester Julia is a big businesswoman, a multiple rich businesswoman. So we are good together. So Hungary is growing and growing, and it is funny again that before I won all of the Organo incentive trips, and 2 years ago when my first kid was very young, 2 or 3 months old, I cannot go to the cruise. And now I told Sylvester, hey, you cannot miss me at home because you cannot travel. I was pregnant in 2020. I have to stay home and you have to stay home too. But I miss you so much. So if you tell us the next convention date, we buy the flight tickets and travel again. And I miss you so much.
I think that we all miss each other, isn't it? Like, it's one thing that everybody connects on Zoom all the time, and we're always on trying to get on social media, which is really hard. But I think that the human connection and being able to see each other, and I think that the little things of life that we were able to do before, and now that this has been taken away, we can see even more gratitude in it. I feel like the next time we're going to be able to walk out of our home, being able to go to the restaurant or going to the airport and take a flight somewhere, we're going to be so much more appreciated because this has been taken away for so long. I feel like when we're going to be able to have that again, seeing a friend, take a friend, call her and go for coffee or to a restaurant somewhere, this is going to be so big. The little things in life that we had before that we just thought it was normal. It was actually more than normal now that we can have our new normal now. So I definitely agree with everything that you said. And thank you so much for sharing, Marta. We appreciate you. Kelly, I would like to know, what did you learn in 2020 that you're planning to implement this year?
Okay, so 2020 was definitely an impactful and challenging year for all of our businesses, but not all the same way. So our other businesses are service related, and we all know what happened with those types of businesses. We started seeing a decline, but it really gave us more time to focus on Organo. So we just started doing more Zoom presentations, and we were actually able to reach a lot more people that way globally. And another thing that we discovered is, people had more time. They were more open to the business model when in the past, maybe they weren't. In fact, how to make money from home was one of the top searches on Google in 2020. And one of the things that we're planning to implement is, and we actually already started to, is reach out to the people on your team, whether they joined 6 years ago, 7 years ago, and just connect with them and see where they're at. This may be the time where they have the mindset shift. And, maybe they're ready to start growing now. And another thing is, I focus a lot on the back office, because if you focus on the key performance indicators, like, are they a star achiever? Are they signing people up? You'll know when they're ready to grow. So, I spend a lot of time in the back office, and if you know how to do that, I definitely recommend learning how. But if you know how already, it can give you very good insight into your business, who's ready to grow. And when you can start seeing they're signing people up, maybe they're ready to hit a new rank and approaching that, reach out to them individually and work one-on-one with them. So that's the type of thing that I like to do versus giving big presentations. I like to focus on small groups and working one-on-one with people.
Absolutely, Kelly. I feel like, again, the community aspect. I think that it's one thing to see people as your business partner, but it is something else to reach out and kind of become a family, which I think that's what all of you are doing. You're very close to your team. You know what's going on. You're texting each other. You're helping and supporting each other, not only on a business standpoint. Of course, on a business standpoint, I know you help them on everything. You always send to all your team, what is the next promotion? Did you do your Star Achiever? Do you know how to use the back office? Did you do this? Did you do that? But you also do small incentives. You also travel with your team. You also have this group chat with your team. And again, I feel like the connection is so important. And I feel like in 2020, we understood even more the importance of the connection, and we connected even more with the people, not only for themselves, but for ourselves as well. Right? So
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing, Kelly. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
I would like to go to Carla. Carla, if you can please let us know, what did you learn in 2020 that you're planning to implement this year?
Hola Carla, queremos que nos diga qué aprendiste en el 2020 que quieras implementar ahora en este año 2021.
Bueno, pues cuando digo que Organo es una bendición y que cumple sueños, es porque en mi vida así ha sido. He conocido las mejores playas gracias a Organo, y de lo que más me gusta en este mundo, en esta vida, es viajar. Y Organo me lo ha permitido. Mi último viaje maravilloso fue que fui a las oficinas en Canadá en marzo del año pasado.
When I say Organo is a blessing, I really, really meant it. I remember my last trip that I was able to go to headquarters in Organo last year.
Y yo recuerdo que quería regalarme ese viaje por mi cumpleaños, que fue en febrero, y vuelo a Canadá, y en el momento en el que cruzo la frontera hacia Washington, pues empieza más fuerte la situación del 2020. Y recuerda que no es lo que pase, es cómo reaccionamos ante lo que pase.
And I remember I wanted to give that as a birthday gift, that trip. And I remember as I was crossing the border in Washington, and that's when the pandemic kind of started to hit and get more difficult and more difficult. But remember, it's not the adversity that you have, it's how you react to it.
Entonces, cruzo la frontera ahora de Estados Unidos a México. Y digo, ok, ¿qué está pasando? Pues lo que está pasando es que vamos a tomar más café.
And I remember I was crossing the border from United States to Mexico, and I was like, okay, what's happening? What's happening? And then what was happening is that now we're going to drink more coffee.
Porque las personas van a estar en su casa, porque nuestro producto es maravilloso para nuestro sistema, porque es café y porque llega a la puerta de sus casas.
Because at that time, imagine, right? People will be drinking more coffee. People will have more time to be at home. Even at this adversity, we cannot try to find the other opposite side of it.
Entonces, para mí fue un año de crecimiento, de introspección, pero sobre todo de agradecimiento. Agradecer que tenemos esta maravillosa empresa y que nos ha preparado en entrenamiento y entrenamiento para ser autosuficientes, no importa lo que venga.
So for me, it was a year of discovery, of looking at me inside. And actually, I'm very, very, very grateful and thankful for the company, because the company has been preparing us with all this training and all these teachings, right, from the leaders. So now that you are in this situation, then you have the opportunity to try to make a difference and help other people.
Y pues con la gente en casa, con la tecnología disponible, lo que empezamos a hacer fue reuniones de Zooms, capacitaciones por videollamada, Y algo curioso que quiero compartirte, a las personas que normalmente no podíamos encontrar, pues ya estaban disponibles. Entonces, pudimos llegar a más familias a través de la tecnología y eso es una bendición, el no tener que exponernos al salir y exponer a nuestra familia. Poder hacerlo desde casa a través de la tecnología a mí me expandió totalmente la visión.
So we as a team, we were able to focus more on the technology and social media and Zoom, doing Zoom calls, and all these people that before they were not maybe open to the opportunity or available. They had even more time now because they were at home and maybe they didn't have much to do, so they were even more approachable now. So you didn't have actually to go out and do all this legwork. The technology was there for you to help you out.
Entonces, recuerda que cuando el camino se pone duro, solo los duros seguimos en el camino. Y eso nos sucedió en el 2020. Desarrollamos nuevas líneas Zafiro en plena pandemia, más gente consumiendo nuestro producto, cumpliendo con la misión, llevando los tesoros de la tierra a la gente del mundo. Y eso para mí me llena de alegría. De verdad, yo amo Organo y te invito a que tú también agradezcas cada día el poder estar en esta maravillosa oportunidad y que no te frenen las dificultades, porque eres de verdad más poderoso que las dificultades.
So yeah, I remember also I wanted to say this, the road got hard, but we were even tougher. So I want to invite you, to, regardless of the circumstances, try to find the bright side of it and keep working on it,
Así es de que este 2021, más reuniones de Zoom, más presentaciones en línea, hacernos expertos en la tecnología y seguir llevando los tesoros de la tierra a la gente del mundo. Gracias.
So this 2021, I welcome you, to even do more Zoom calls, more social media, get plugged in more with the team, and then let's just have even more success now this 2021.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I feel like it's really something that we're seeing all over the world, doing more Zoom call, try to be more on social media, even if it's uncomfortable, as Mrs. Carrian mentioned. You're going to learn and grow to it. Communicate with your people, as Kelly mentioned. And I think Carla is completely on point. It's not about what happened. It's about what are you going to do about it. When you have a bad experience, how you're going to use that experience to grow and become a better person, a better version of yourself, not only for you, but also for your team, your partner, your children. It's a real lesson for life. So thank you, Carla. Thank you, Edward, for translating.
Okay. Muchas gracias, Carla. Y definitivamente usted tiene razón, estamos de acuerdo ahí de que en este 2021 tenemos que hacer aún más llamadas, tratando de conectarnos más con las personas. Y como usted dice también, y dice Kelly, no es tanto como la situación o la adversidad, sino como tú reaccionas a la situación y las cosas que tú decides hacer. So, muchísimas gracias por compartir con nosotros.
Un placer, gracias.
Thank you. Sylvia. Please let us know, what did you learn in 2020 that you're planning to implement this year?
Yes, last year for me, the best year for all, because I paid all with my credit and I can buy a new beautiful house because this cafe is very healthy and I would like to have a lot of family to show better and healthy life. I really like the team and my customer. We regularly have a cafe party with the team at the apartment and the BU party and always invited guests to the team. I like working online as well with Zoom. We have opportunity Zoom almost every day. I advise single mom. They are in the in the best place in Organo. Here, every dream you set comes true. You can help your kids. You can smile again. You will have more free time with your kids. I say this because I have been raising my two children alone for 15 years, and Organo has given me the beautiful life. So thank you so much for being here. The last thing I can say, never give up, never give up, never give up, never give up. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sylvia. Your excitement is contagious. I'm just going to say one or two things. So you mentioned several times that the coffee is healthier because it helps support the immune system. So thank you for sharing that part. Thank you for sharing your excitement and everything that went well for you last year, because you worked extremely hard in order to get it. So I really want people to understand that you work hard, you get something, you never, ever, ever give up, as Sylvia mentioned. Thank you so much for sharing. We appreciate you. We can definitely see the energy and how she believes in her dream and how she's a very strong supporter of single mom as well because of her story. So thank you, Sylvia. Now we're going to go to our last speaker, Mrs. Rumana. And I would love to hear, Rumana, what did you learn in 2020 that you're planning to implement this year?
2020, what a year. It was a year of obstacles, a year of hurdles, setbacks, and challenges for a lot of people around the world. But it was also a phenomenal year of growth and opportunities. And I have learned and still learning so many things every single day. And I've learned that life is ever changing. If you want to sit at home and say that you don't like change, then you have to be open to your life changing. And 2020 has shown us that anything can happen. And you need to go into the world, into 2021, with the knowledge that you learned in 2020, the wisdom and experience, and just have that mindset that you are capable of anything. Never let any opportunity go. I know a lot of people are very scared of trying new things, especially things that they haven't heard before in their life. But don't ever be. If you want to do your research, go and do your research. Google is open for anyone. Look for what you want in your life. Golden tickets like this will never come with you just sitting. You need to get up, you need to take action and do what you need to do. My upline, Wendy Abel, she has opportunity calls almost every single day. And she knows that that is a place for togetherness, for people to come together to learn about the opportunity. And she always tells me, post the link of the opportunity on your status, on Instagram, on Facebook, because some people are scared to come to you to ask you about the opportunity. They'll see you and how you are doing it, and they'll see the link and they'll just hop on. And after that, they'll come to you and say, how can you change my life? I've learned that we have powerful women working alongside us, and it was so amazing to see in a year of need how all of us leaned against each other, and that brought about togetherness. We saw that even though we were miles away, countries apart, with one single Zoom call, we could all connect. With one message, we could all connect. We could see how each other are doing. We could see what this pandemic, like how it impacted us and how we can change people's lives. And that's what I've learned in 2020. And that's what I'm going to take to 2021, not to only message a team member when you want to check up on them, if they placed the order, if they signed up a member, but to just see how they're doing emotionally, mentally, physically, and to always remind them of their why. I know that this has been a cliche and it has been said so many times, remember your why. But that's why it's so important. When you have your why, you know what you're looking towards. You know what you're working towards. Whether the obstacles come, the hurdles come, you embrace it, you embrace the rejection, and you move on because your vision is bigger than anything else.
Thank you so much for sharing. I couldn't think about more powerful things to end this panel. I have to say that we learned so much, and we all share the same. When you look about the different story or where you come in the world, or you all have these things about community, share with your friends, share with your team. They're not only business partners, they became family. For all of you, they became family. They became a support. They became a help. Not only in the business, but for the mindset, for your team mindset, for the growth, to fight for your dream. And I feel like together we can achieve absolutely anything and everything that we want in the world. So I appreciate you, ladies, all of you. Thank you all for being here with us today. Thank you all. Oh, look at Morta's son. So cute. Thank you all for being here. We had a wonderful time. Thank you. Thank you, Edward, for translating. We appreciate you. Bye.
Always see you, girls. Bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.